11 celebrities who got pregnant under 25. Having a kid is something that is special and something that most people want to do in their life at one time or another. When you're a celebrity though, big or small, sometimes having a child at a young age can honestly hurt your career, or at the very least, delay it at points. Believe it or not, there have been many celebrities who have had children intentionally or not by the time they were 25. Allow us to show you 11 celebrities who got pregnant under 25. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. 11. Kylie Jenner.
Stormi's mouth is all green because she's already eaten a lot of the candy, right?
Let's start out with some big-name celebrities, shall we? Kylie Jenner is one of the infamous Kardashian-Jenner clan. You could even argue that in recent years, she's been more famous and successful than one of the heads of the family in Kim Kardashian. But that's another list entirely. She is the youngest member of the clan, and yet, with her boyfriend, rapper Travis Scott, she went and had a baby 2 years ago, well before she was 25. By her own admission, the baby wasn't planned, and it caused a bit of strife between her and Travis because they weren't sure how to raise the baby together with both of their busy schedules. However, when her daughter Stormi was born, it was clear that she was likely going to be a good mother for her. And we say that because she's gone all out to go and buy her just about everything a daughter could need and then some. Seriously, look up some of the things she's bought Stormi and you'll be stunned too. Needless to say, this young child is going to be taken care of, and Kylie will not stop fawning all over her. 10. Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Hey, babe.
Culture's sleeping.
Yeah.
Heading now to another unplanned child, let's look at one of the queens of rap, Cardi B. She had her child when she was 25, and it also was one that was very unexpected. This case was a little different than Kylie's though, because while both were not expecting to get pregnant, Cardi B saw this as a rather bad thing at first because she knew that this would affect her music career, because you can't exactly do high-energy concerts when you're pregnant, you know? In fact, she honestly felt that her career would be over after her daughter Culture was born. Thankfully for her, it wasn't, but the birth of her daughter, via father Offset, did cause Cardi to go through some mental issues, including going overboard with plastic surgery to try and get her beautiful body back. But like Kylie, Cardi loves her daughter and is actually currently divorcing Offset and trying to make sure she gets full custody of their daughter, which might sound harsh at first, but trust us, if you knew all the things that Offset had done to both Cardi B and a bunch of other women, you would agree she's the best parent for Culture. 9. Bristol Palin.
If he's gonna start being a part of Tripp's life, I wanna make sure that it's like consistent.
2008 was a very weird year, but one of the defining elements of that year was that of the 2008 presidential election that featured John McCain going up against future President Barack Obama. In order to try to change things up and make things interesting, McCain selected Sarah Palin, the then governor of Alaska, to be his running mate. When this happened, Sarah's life got blown up and every member of her family got an in-depth look by media, which included her daughter, Bristol Palin, who, not long after being discovered, was found to have been pregnant at just the age of 17. The Palins' fame and perhaps infamy lasted quite a while, and Bristol got some undue fame because of her early pregnancy and now famous mother. She seems to be a good mother to her child, so isn't that the best thing that could have come from this? 8. Roseanne. Yeah, you didn't see that one coming, did you? But it's true. The now very infamous comedian actress Roseanne Barr was pregnant when she was about 17. She had a daughter named Brandy Brown, but due to various things in her life, Roseanne decided to give her up for adoption. However, later on in life, the two met up, reconciled with what happened, and Brandy actually became a production assistant for her mother's show, Roseanne. Granted, it's not the best scenario, but at least the two found peace in it, and that's honestly important. 7. LeBron James.
James goes to the rim once again, lays it up and in, and he's in double figures.
LeBron James is very likely about to be four-time NBA champion very soon, but at the beginning of his NBA career, he was facing a very different title, the one of dad. You see, before he'd even made it into the NBA draft, he was about to have a kid with his teenage sweetheart, Savannah Brinson. The two were obviously not in the best place to have children, and she knew it. I was thinking, what am I going to tell my parents? What's going to happen to his career? I was very scared. I was bawling. But he said, "It's not going to slow me down, and it's not going to slow you down. We're going to keep doing what we have to do." However, LeBron was about to be drafted number 1 by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and his signing money would help secure them for life. Oh, and then he made many, many millions more by being one of the best NBA players in history. The two got married and even had 2 more kids, so life definitely worked out for them despite the uncertainty that once gripped them. 6. Fantasia Barrino.
Fantasia, that was your acceptance speech.
Yes, it was.
Congratulations, superb.
Back during the first run of American Idol, one of the things that was most gripping about the show was hearing all the stories of the singers who were trying to change their lives by being on the show and possibly winning. One of the ones who did win it was Fantasia Barrino, who had a hard road up to that point by being pregnant with her son at the age of 16. Her story would be a defining part of her life and career, including having a documentary made about it. Though given the success she had via American Idol, she could very happily take care of her son. 5. Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara is one of the many celebrities whom you would look at and go, they never had a kid, mainly because of how they look. Because ever since she came onto TV screens via Modern Family, she's been the eye candy for money, and the show knew it. But in truth, Sofia Vergara gave birth to her son at the age of 19, which goes to show how much she worked to get her now legendary figure after she gave birth to him. The two have even worked together in commercials, so acting clearly runs in their Modern Family. We'll see ourselves out. 4. Jamie Lynn Spears.
You probably say it's alright and hold me while my tears flow.
Arguably one of the most well-known unexpected pregnancy stories in history, Jamie Lynn Spears, the sister of famous/infamous singer Britney Spears, and Jamie got herself a lot of fame via the show Zoe 101 that aired on Nickelodeon for a few years. However, while the show was riding high for a time, Jamie Lynn Spears got pregnant at just 16, shocking a lot of people for various reasons, including illegal ones, of course, and her show not only addressed the pregnancy but ended shortly afterwards. While Jamie has been just fine and her daughter Maddie grew up with a great mom, it's definitely a cautionary tale of what happens when you have a momentary lapse of reason. 3. Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin was a lot of things to a lot of people, including being the queen of soul and showing that you didn't need to have a certain look to blast out tunes that everyone would love. Put some respect on her name. However, she was someone who suffered from early pregnancies not once, but twice. She had 2 children at the age of 12 and 14. Imagine what that must have been like for her during that period of the USA and how young pregnancies were frowned upon. But she endured because, of course she did, she's Aretha Franklin. 2. Shirley Temple. There are many child stars of history that are still beloved to this day, and one of them is Shirley Temple. The girl with curly hair won over everyone's heart and was able to go and do many movies during her time in the spotlight. But eventually she grew older and she got married at the age of just 17, and then she had her first child at 19. Still, despite her growing older, most are going to remember her for her youth and movies. 1. Reese Witherspoon.
Reese,
Hi,
hey.
come on in.
Cool. Thanks for having me over.
Yeah.
Ending with another famous actress, Reese Witherspoon has done a lot in recent years, including doing the morning show that has gotten a lot of buzz and awards. But when she was just 22, she got pregnant, and it wasn't easy for her. Whatever I was going to do in my life, I had to do it myself. Then, when I had a little girl at 22, I was even more determined to. I don't know, I just went from surviving to, who do I want to be for this other person? That's what happens when you have a child. You kind of look inward. She did, and she has raised her child and kept her career going. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at the various celebrities, both past and present, who have had children when they were under 25? What names surprised you a lot? Do you know others that could be on this list? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.